Before I start today's episode, I want to tell you guys that now is the time to support the Tolle Tumbler. Yes, my project is live right now. Links are in the show notes. If you head over to Kickstarter right now, type in Tolle Tumbler, you'll see my project right there. Support it, get behind it, grab yourself one if you want to see this project come to life. I've been working very hard on it, and I am excited that it is almost here. I just need your help to make this project a reality. Tolle Tumbler. Check it out now.
This is Toss Talk, where it's all about yard games, having fun, and what it takes to create social entertainment. With your host and creator, Kelvin, on Toss Tunes Radio.
Hey, what is up? And welcome back to another episode of Toss Talk. And today we are playing some Craggy Games. Yes, Craggy Games is a new company that's making some handmade hook toss games, and they're putting their own twist on it. And a side note, they're coming out of my hometown, Virginia Beach. Just recently moved here, so I am stoked on that. I'm happy to collab with these guys, and yeah, they are riding the momentum right now. They just recently had a TikTok video go viral, so these guys are pumped and ready to share their product with the world. So links are in the show notes. Check them out. They're also throwing out a promo code for us, so you can see that in the show notes. Use promo code TOSSTALK and check them out. But without further ado, let's get into this chat. Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, what's going on, Kelvin?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. I've got Kevin, my partner, on the line as well. Looks like we hopefully merged successfully.
Hey, Calvin, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, Kevin? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
Yeah, it's nice to actually finally chat with you guys. Seen you guys pop up on Instagram, and been seeing your games around, and looks like you guys are doing a good job so far.
Yeah, it's been pretty awesome. It's been exciting. It's been fun. Kevin and I really been enjoying. What we wanted to do is get a lot of learning going as far as business goes. We both got a business degree, so Kevin's at Booth now, getting an awesome MBA. So really what we initially started trying to do is try to get out in the business world ourselves and learn firsthand. So it's been really cool. We're having a lot of fun together, so it's been really exciting.
Nice. I feel you on that. I'm a business major as well, and I've been on like the government side of business, so starting my first couple of businesses on the, for profit side has been kind of exciting as well. So I feel you. But let's get into a little bit more about your background story and everything. So where are you guys from, and what led you to actually creating this type of yard game business?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll kick this one off. So Kevin and I both grew up in a town called Buffalo Grove, Illinois. And we went to school together throughout high school, and pretty much we were inseparable. Once I saw Kevin in the freshman year, I'll give you a quick story. Saw him in the gym, and he was pumping out 135 pounds on the bench. And I was like, wow, that guy's really strong. I want to be his friend.
Nice.
So I put it in my calendar. I'm like, oh man, I gotta meet this guy. And then it turns out,
Hold on,
like,
can I interrupt here?
Yes. Hold on.
I got something to say about that. So he sounds like he's admiring me, right? But first time I remember meeting Kyle, we were playing football, and like we were going to finish a play, and he pushed me in the mud, and I got all muddy and wet.
Oh, the real story comes out.
I remember that. You kind of black out when those things happen. You don't remember the means. The bullying you do, I guess.
All good, guys. I love it. Keep going.
But so we were all involved in the same sports, football, wrestling, and we just kind of gravitated towards each other. What I ended up finding out about why was probably about 2 years ago, and I ended up finding why we mesh so well. We're pretty opposite, but at the same time, we have the same philosophy growing up. And there's a book that we read that we both ended up reading at different times of our lives, but I think that was a big part of to why we connected. Kevin, the book is called The Power of Now, but it turns out he read it when he was a kid, and I didn't read it till later, but I was drawn by it. And what I realized is Kevin was living that philosophy at a young age. And I think that's what kind of subconsciously connected us together. Kind of a weird thing to say, but Kevin, nice. I didn't tell you this, but
I like that. Get deep already.
It's really coming out. Yeah, I was thinking it was a little more shallow. Like we played football together. You were my wrestling partner. We played doubles. But honestly,
this isn't the first time this has been like therapy for the yard game creator. Just get it out.
If you want to take it super deep, I guess that's when you're in the zone. And that's fun. I think we both like to be competitive, and we just have a lot of fun doing that.
I like that. So, after you guys are friends and everything, what led you to creating this type of business?
Well, really what it was is me and Kevin both wanted to get something going. I think Kevin was messing around with pre-workout gummy bears, and then I was looking at dog ice cream with my sister. We just wanted to get a taste of something, no pun intended. But we were I called Kevin up, Kevin, how do we get in this? What can we do? And we looked around my house. I'm like, oh man, I made this game that's like a ring toss with 2 players. What if we just kind of take that and see what it's like? And I'm like, Kevin, I do this all the time. I'll get an idea, I'll write a bunch of notes, and I'll take it all the way to deployment and then stop. I need your help. I need your help to push me over that. So he's like, dude, okay, we're going to set this up. We're going to put it on Etsy, and you're going to make it go live, and we're going to see what happens. So we did that. And that day it sold right away. And we called each other instantly. We were screaming, super happy, obviously. And we're like, man, that was easy. And we're like, okay, let's do it again. So we started out on Etsy, and things just kind of sold pretty steadily. So what was funny for us is we realized, man, this might not actually be as hard as it seems. You just got to take that lead, take that first step. And that's kind of what we've been doing. We've been learning along the way, taking it step by step, and it's just been growing and growing and growing. So it's been fun to build.
I love that. Yeah, once you get that first sale, it does give you confidence. Even if it's a small one, it's like, okay, I feel like I could do this. So I like that.
Yeah, it's a big thing.
Also, I don't want to hack it up, but how exactly do you say your business name?
It's Craggy Games.
Craggy Games. All right. I wanna mess that one up.
It's a unique name. It's very unique.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
I can definitely recognize it.
We couldn't even tell you what it means probably 6 months ago. We had this giant list of names we were trying to make, and we were trying to over-engineer it. And ultimately, we were trying to plug all these names in websites, and they're all taken. So we had to get something kind of original. And we ended up with Craggy. It sort of fit with the outdoors, the games. I don't know if you ended up looking it up, but it's a steep, rugged rock or cliff. And we needed something where the handles weren't taken, the website wasn't taken, but it's really grown on us. I think Kyle's sister calls him and asks him what's cragging all the time. So it's almost like a verb.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, knowing a little bit more of the meaning, I like it even more now. It is unique, and the way you guys are branding it does fit exactly what you said. So I like that.
Yeah, it's becoming its own thing. What's cragging? What's cragging, Kelvin?
What's cragging?
Let's go. Make it a thing.
Yes. So I hear, Kyle, that you're in Virginia Beach now. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm loving it, man. We got the sweatshop. I'm sorry, not sweatshop. We got the warehouse in the garage. We take our stuff outside. Get a nice tan going. It's awesome. Virginia Beach has been sweet. So.
Yes, that is awesome, man. Yeah, I've lived here all my life, so yeah, we definitely need to get up and play some games. I'm always playing games on the beach, so that'd be fun.
I'm all for it. We love any game. Give me any game. I just want to compete in something. If you're up for that, Let's go. Yes. I need some friends too. It's kind of hard to make new friends. It's like speed dating for friends out here.
All good, man. I'll show you around, and we'll get up and play some games. I'm actually trying to start making some YouTube videos here pretty soon, so that'd be fun to get you in on some.
Yeah, if you need a mannequin or someone to beat on, that's fine. I'm the guy.
All good. All right. So I like what you guys have going on so far. I have seen a couple different kind of games. Or how many products do you have created? Is it just one, or is it a couple? What do you have going on there?
So we've started with just the hooks, and
okay.
So we sold about 200 units so far, and it's really all been within the past week.
Nice. Congrats.
So yeah, thank you very much. It's been exciting. It's been a huge whirlwind of emotions, but we finally see the light, and we've got good consistent flow going with the inventory and things like that. But we've got just the hooks now. We're going to launch in the coming days the addition of just the hooks, the shot and ladder game that we have. So it's moving the shot piece back and forth as you land the ring. And
yeah, that's what I saw.
Yeah, that seems, for some reason or whatever, people love that, and well, we do too. We knew it would be a hit, but so we had to instantly get that thing out there on the market to make it available. But the video is just a prototype, but yeah, we buttoned it up, and this thing's ready to go any day now.
Nice. And how'd you come up with that idea? Was it just random?
Yeah, I love just to sit here and think about stuff and get creative. Anything that you can make competitive and put a wager at the end of it. That's kind of like our tagline too, is raise the stakes, put some skin in the game. When you're playing these things, like, don't just do it and just walk away. Make something happen from it. If you lose, you got to do something. So this kind of just naturally fed into it. And I think some people have done like a flip cup version where they're moving that drinking cup in the front. So this is kind of like the same thing, and just made a board for it.
Yeah, no, I like that. You guys do have some engaging videos, and I do like how you have like a little challenge or something. Forever loses, definitely raises the stakes. So it's definitely cool.
Yeah.
So what are your guys' like main roles in the business these days? Since you guys are kind of working, remotely now, because you're not near each other anymore right now. So how's that working out?
Yeah, I guess I could take this one. So, I mean, Kyle's got the sweatshop going. I had to fly out there last week to help him create. I think we're really trying to take it slow, to be honest. And I was trying to take care of some of the back end stuff. I've sort of background that's similar in that. And Kyle was sort of the data scientist in the lab. But that was sort of the role. We enlisted a little bit of help along the way. So Kyle's wife is like an amazing graphic designer, so she's putting together a lot of these images that you see that look very professional.
Nice.
To the extent Kyle can even get his neighbors to help. We had another good friend, Chris, fly out and help too. It's really like day to day, it feels like. Really more, it started as a hobby, and now it's really picked up a lot of steam recently.
Yeah, that's awesome. You pretty much answered my next question. So you guys are just building these games yourself right now?
Yeah, everything's handmade, which, is good and also tough at the same time when you get a surge. Maybe looking at outsourcing some of it, but, to some extent, the handmade part of it is what we think separates us. So, maybe the sanding, some of the sculpting and crafting components we'll keep, but maybe outsource something like the actual assembly or the packaging.
Yeah, that's a good thing, and also, a bad thing for you can't really mass produce it that much, but at the end of the day, you are getting a little something unique and probably a little more quality since you take more time to actually create it. With business, I would say for you guys to actually kind of definitely feed on that type of in-demand type thing, because it is like handmade, so you can't get it right away. So I like it.
Yeah, and I think we're getting infatuated with wood too. I'll go out with my wife, and we'll go to a brewery, and I'll I'll break my neck looking to the right, and my wife looks at me like, "What are you looking at?" And I'm like, "Man, did you see that reclaimed wood on the wall?" And I would go like kind of like feel it, and like, "Man, that's really good craftsmanship." So it's like it's changing me a little bit. I'm starting to notice wood everywhere.
Yes, I feel you on that. As you guys may know, I'm watching the Tumblers, and now I'm like, I know a bunch of different type of stainless steel. I'm looking at a whole bunch of different type of tumblers. I can name like different coats of paint and stuff on everything now. I didn't realize I need to know all this knowledge.
Yeah, you become a professional in that craft, right?
Yes.
It's pretty cool though, because now you can kind of get granular when you never would have thought you would know so much about cups, but now it's like your livelihood.
I can like tell differences now. I'm like, that one's a little bit better than that one.
And that's a good point too, because you want to pick a product like for other entrepreneurs or people launching a business. You want to pick a product that you're going to live and breathe for a little bit. So don't go into something that you dread, because it's going to be impossible to do.
Yes, I've done that a little bit myself. I got really good at photography, but I also kind of like just taking my own type product photographies and whatever I really wanted to took. And I tried to take a couple of jobs for other people, and I just realized I don't really like photography that much.
Yeah.
I just like doing it for myself. So yeah, definitely stick to what you know or what you're going to live and breathe for a while. It takes a lot to get something off the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think even another part of that too is like, to the extent we're making this handcrafted, it's really hard to actually copy us. You know, if you get to a certain size, you might have a sizable competitor come in and just knock off what we got. You know, it might be a little more defensible when it's actually handmade. You know, the idea of maybe shipping out some of this stuff to be made, you got to imagine there's going to be people cutting corners, and another part of that you need to manage. And at the same time, you kind of risk maybe losing, you know, your special part of that product.
Yeah, and I also think along with that, I mean, people will know what they got the real thing or the handmade one, you know, adds that little extra quality and, you know, a little bit of like uniqueness about it. So, no, I get what you're saying with that. For the next question, as we're talking about starting up, like what has been the most like challenging part to you guys of getting everything started?
Yeah, you can take that one, Kev.
I think we like this short anecdote. Like when we were trying to first launch, I guess on Etsy or Post for the first time, we spent all this time, you know, building it, coming up with concepts, running it by people, only to really figure out that the shipping would have been insanely expensive unless we were able to break it down. I mean, I wish I would have taken a picture of Kyle's face when we're like, we can't do this. It'll cost $30 to ship. We'll lose money per unit. And I think it's been hard to blend the practical parts of like logistics and e-commerce with what makes something exciting or fun. You want to just make something without a consideration of like the unit economics. But I think it's hard to balance those two. We're in a decent place right now, but you hear a lot of things about you really want to, let's say, like sell at a loss or sell at zero profit that you can scale, and it's a hard business, and it's hard to balance the like the throughput and really what's scalable.
I get what you're saying, and that's very true. You realize you have all the biggest dreams, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, that's not possible. That's why people don't do that. You got to change that up.
Yeah, yeah. There's one thing that we still don't get, and maybe someone hearing this can tell us, is these guys are making these giant Jengas, and some people are shipping them and selling them for $59. We tried to do that just for fun, just to see what it was like. We're like, okay, it's going to cost that much just in shipping alone. How are they doing that? So it's like,
yeah,
yeah, we've got some homework.
There's a couple of different ways on that one, but yeah, I get it. Shipping's tough too. Even I had to figure out just simple shipping, just shipping a tumbler, and I'm like, it's like $4 or $5 on that. Like what? Like hold on, it's like eating into this stuff. Hold on, wait a second.
Do you mind me asking, what do you use any specific service for shipping, or how are you guys doing it now?
We're still actually figuring that out right now. We have a couple different options. We actually have like a couple weeks to actually really get that down packed because everything's being built right now, and once we get all that in, a huge portion of it is going like directly to Amazon because we got into our early Amazon launch program. So that's
Nice.
going to be really great for us. But we're also just going to have a product up here in Virginia Beach, and then product with where my partner's at down in Florida. I guess between like the shipping between further up here and further down there, you can reach like the West Coast a little bit faster. I don't know. Matt's handling a lot of that stuff, but yeah, shipping is a little bit different. It's a little strange.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have more appreciation for it now. Like,
Yeah,
it's one of those things you're like, you used to take for granted. Like, why isn't it free shipping next day? You're like,
yeah.
oh, okay, it's tough.
I know. I feel the same way too. Since this will be my first import of having something made, and I'm like, oh my god, I should have paid more attention in logistics class. Even though I love logistics class, but I was like, I should have paid way more attention. That was like the only important class.
Did you say you're importing it?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
because yeah, we're getting them made in China.
Yeah, I've heard some horror stories about getting stuck at the customs and the border and getting locked up. It seems like everything that could go wrong ends up happening at the worst time.
Yeah. Luckily, I have a great partner that's done this a bunch of times with his products and stuff like that. So definitely have a step up and just learning a lot from him. So yeah, you got to pick the right partner because you can't do it all yourself.
Yeah. Speaking of partners, can I get a new one? This guy Kevin, working out. No, I love it. Yeah.
Oh, good. Let's move on. So I heard you guys went a little bit viral on TikTok. I mean, everybody's doing that, but sometimes it's a little bit difficult. Like, what happened and what video did you use?
Kevin, man, we don't know what happened. If anybody can tell us, let us know. We were not prepared for this one. It was funny because Kevin made a secret TikTok account, and I think he was just testing it out. He put on a video like in January, just a really basic. It's got no music. He had no hashtags, no anything, and just put it up. It's just us with a couple hands shooting hooks. And I think he forgot about it, but he's like, "Hey guys, take a look at this." Like a couple months later, 500,000 views, and we're like, "What are you talking about? This doesn't make sense. These must all be fake accounts. They're all like who's commenting on it? Who's liking this?" And so we were like, "Okay, let's test this out. Let's put a couple videos up. Let's put a lot of words. Let's put a couple hashtags, and let's put nothing on there." The one with nothing, it was nuts. We put it up on a Sunday in the middle afternoon, and I'm like, "Kevin, take a look. 50,000 views today." And then he texts back 100,000. And then by the end of it, we had like 1 million views in a day, and we literally don't know why, Kevin. We don't understand it.
Wow. Nah, I've been hearing stories like that, but that's awesome that it happened to you guys. So that's cool to hear some firsthand knowledge.
Yeah. So I guess what we would say is your best bet is to not have any meaning to your video. Just post it with no content and just see what happens. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. I got to try. I just created one for my product as well. So yeah, gotta try that.
Yeah. You got to spend a lot of time in the comments though, saying where to go. Cause they're like, what is this? Whose company is this? We don't know.
Oh,
So it comes with a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. That's awesome. What was the video that you guys used? Just the hooking throwing back and forth?
Yeah, it was just, so so every year we do I got married a couple years ago, so I do a bachelor party reunion. I keep it going, and it's a ski trip. So we get a bunch of guys going. Yeah, it's awesome. So we had hooks launched, so I'm like, okay, this is going to be some good film time. So I put a bunch of guys through a bunch of different games and got some videos, and two of my buddies were happy enough to play the game, and they were literally just being themselves, and it's really funny. They were just playing hooks, and they were doing the shot ladder game, and kind of go through it. One guy, Diego, hits it once, and then Ade just starts raining fire on him, hits it continuously. And just as he's about to win the game, Diego slaps the cup or the glass shot away, and it shatters on the floor. And then Ade's got a contagious laugh and just belly laughs in his face. So there's got to be something about just their personalities and the fact that it was just candid. They were just playing, and their true selves were kind of in that game. It was that must have been something of it. But yeah, shout out to those guys for taking the mean comments too and everything out there. So they've been great sports.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, I guess it does seem like it was a little more native to the platform. It didn't feel too much like a product type of, TikTok versus just like being natural. I mean, that's probably what worked pretty well, but that's cool. I'm glad that worked out. And did you guys get sales and stuff from it?
Oh, yeah, we got those, Calvin, man. Whew.
Yeah. Nice.
Just kidding.
We started panicking. Really, it was like we were selling a couple of these a week, and all of a sudden it's like ching, 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 ching through Shopify. Kyle calls me. He's like, "We got a problem. Like, there's so many people trying to do this." Ended up booking a flight that night to go to Virginia and like help make these things. It was, I think Kyle was talking about earlier, it was like a roller coaster where we went from like being kind of nervous and being able to fulfill it to being like, where did the momentum go? And it would come back, and there wasn't a great rhyme or reason. We were trying to diagnose it in the comments. Like, for some of the comments were like, this is super intense, or like I was on the edge of my seat. So I guess maybe as advice, to the extent it's repeatable, try to have fun when you're doing it. Try to make sure it's a real game. And we brought it with that idea, and it just seemed to work. But I mean, we launched the exact video on, I want to say, Instagram as well, Pinterest as well,
I
Facebook.
think I know what you're talking about, because I think I saw that.
Sometimes they just catch. So if you do figure it out, let us know. We figured it out.
I mean, TikTok, it's still fairly new, but it's been around for a little bit. People know about it more, but yeah, like you said, it may be built into a little bit of the storyline, and then it's native to the platform, and people are already like ready to engage in storylines and be ready for that type of content. So maybe that's why, they're watching it more versus like Instagram. You're ready to see pictures, you're ready to swipe fast. Like, you're not really taking in all the content. So
yeah, that's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking notes here, Calvin, on that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's Gary V 101 right there. All right, guys, I hope you're enjoying the show so far. We'll be right back after this short break. Hey, have you heard of giant Pong basketball? Yes, even basketball has its own backyard game. It is truly amazing. And this company has even put together its own virtual yard game competition featuring, giant Pong basketball. It is very cool to see all these players compete in the 60-second challenge. And our listeners today will receive 10% off their purchase of a giant basketball set using promo code TOSSYARD. That is promo code TOSSYARD. Links are in the show notes. Check it out. If you enjoy basketball, you'll enjoy this game. All right, so welcome back. Let's get back into this chat. So let's move on to some random questions. Kyle, I'll ask you first, and then Kevin, you can answer after that, and that the listeners get to know you guys a little bit better.
Absolutely. Right? Cool.
All right, so first question. If you're having a party, what's your go-to dish to make?
What's my go-to dish to make on a party? So typically when we're having people over, it's going to be maybe 5+ people. So I'm going to go with a crock pot. It's probably going to be my famous Buffalo chicken sandwiches, which is a combination of barbecue and buffalo. So it usually raises some eyes when I say it, but I mean, I think it's a good combo.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah. And then it's got secret burrata avocado bruschetta. That's pretty good. My sister makes a mean one, so I jacked her recipe, and that's all. That's delicious.
Nice. Kevin, what about you?
Yeah, I'm not much of a cook myself, but if it's a late night, my go-to is to bring a DiGiorno with the beer. It's a personal favorite.
All right. I dig that. For me, I'd make some salsa. I love some nice spicy salsa. Now that it's summertime, that's my thing. I'll just make it whenever.
Are you a fan of the mango salsa?
Oh my God. I love mangoes, but I actually recently made a peach salsa, which I didn't even know was actually going to come out good. I went peach picking with my family, and we just had a bunch of leftover peaches, and I was like, you know what? Like, I kind of want some sweet and spicy, because I like it all spicy. Sweet and spicy salsa. I'm going to put some peaches in it. And I didn't even look up a recipe. I just made my regular recipe and just put a bunch of peaches in it. I had to let it sit for a day because after it sat, it was delicious. But eating it fresh, it was really good. On a hot day, it'd been good, really fresh. But after it sat, all the flavors came out. It was amazing. I gotta do that again, actually.
And you earned it too. You went and picked those peaches yourself, so now you know where.
I know, right? Yeah. I had to do something special when you go pick them.
Where do you go to pick them? I'm kind of curious now. Is it nearby?
Yeah, it's only like 45 minutes away. And I can't even think of the name right now. I'll text it to you. It's right in North Carolina, like right when you get to the border of Virginia and North Carolina. And there's actually another one in Chesapeake too. That's like 30 minutes away. But yeah, it's when it's like peach. Actually, it's probably almost peach picking season now.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, probably closer to May. Like April, May, we'll have some peaches out there. So yeah, it's around the corner.
Okay, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, we could definitely go take a day trip. It'd be fun.
We can bring our games and we can hang out by the peach trees.
For real, they serve wine and everything out there. It's amazing.
Oh, really? It's like a peach wine.
Yeah. They do.
Sounds like a date.
All right. Kevin, this is my speed dating. You know I need friends. Don't
Oh, man. All right. Question number 2. Well, what's your favorite backyard game to play?
For me, this is Kyle. I want to say it. Let me know if it's not right, but Polish horseshoes. We're Polish, and my family calls it that, or Beersby, but it gets pretty intense. My brother is he will smash your fingers. We'll be 5 feet away, and it just takes one guy to throw it really hard, and then you want to get him back. So you're throwing it really hard back, but it's a good time. I've gotten hit in the teeth a couple times, but it's exciting. It's fun.
Yeah. I do love that game. Kevin, what about you?
Yeah, I think you teed that up perfectly. I like to play washers. I think everyone we hang out with, all our good friends, are like amazing at all these games. And it's like one of the only ones I can seem to win. So it makes me feel good.
Yes, gotta play the ones you're good at. Back to Polish horseshoes. Like, I just actually recently started playing a lot of it, and I was like, oh my God, I can't even throw a frisbee straight. Like, what is going on here? Like, I thought this was gonna be easy.
Sometimes the best ones are the wobbly ones. Those guys really they're tough to catch.
Oh man. All right. Question number 3. Name a hobby you no longer do anymore. Kyle?
Yep. For me, that's so I just moved to Virginia Beach, and we had a wrestling club out there with my brother, and it got pretty big to the point of like 75 plus kids. And so now I'm here, and I don't get to do that right now, but I'm looking to coach. I don't know if I said it, youth wrestling.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So looking to get back into that, but right now I'm not doing it.
Nice. Kevin, what about you?
I used to be a competitive power lifter. I guess I did it for like 7 or 8 years. I dedicated my college undergrad to bench press. I kind of backed off that a little bit. Part of the Iowa powerlifting team to compete with my wife. And it sort of faded over time. The more I get back injuries, I guess.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I love that question because it is kind of nostalgic, just thinking about some of the things you used to do. And Yeah, there's plenty of hobbies I had that I'm just like, oh man, I wish I still did that. um, all right, question number 4. Who was your childhood hero, Kyle?
All right, this one might throw you off a little bit, but seeing as I just talked about wrestling, so there's a WWE wrestler back in the day called Goldberg. Have you ever heard of him?
Yeah, yes.
Man, when that guy would
Goldberg.
get in the ring, right, sit in the corner, he's gonna spear you. That was like my dream. Like, I would love to just wait for the day. Like, 'cause once he spears you, it's over. So like,
Yes.
I wanted to play football. I would tackle with my head, like leaning my head down. I would get in trouble in Pee-wee. Like, this guy was my role model.
Oh man. Kevin, what about you?
Yeah, same with that powerlifting theme. Louis Simmons from Westside Barbell. I don't know if you've seen on Netflix. There's a documentary at Westside versus the World. It was like my idol growing up. He didn't care about anything. All he wanted to do was like pick things up and put them down, and he lived in his own little world, and he made that his career.
Nice. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I haven't seen that. Yeah, I was big into wrestling, watching wrestling when I was a kid too. One of my neighbors used to always get all the pay-per-view matches. I'll be up 12 o'clock at night on a school night watching like, oh my God, he threw him off the cage. Like,
Isn't that crazy? Like,
I know.
The Undertaker, what was the one? There was one back in the day when that guy launched somebody off the 30-foot cage.
I think it was like, was it like not McMahon? God, I can't even think of his name now. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, and it is kind of cool because I remember like when just like first seeing The Rock and everything, and then now he's like big time, movie star and all this stuff. It's like, wow, like wrestling was like a big part of my childhood. Even though I didn't do it, I just like watching it.
Yeah. Do you get into UFC at all?
No, I'm not into anything like that anymore. All I watch is soccer these days.
Oh, cool.
All right, so last question here. I think we already kind of touched on it, but what was the most influential book you've read?
Yeah, I did. I did steal that one early. I just ran into this one a few years back, and it's called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, and it's just about enlightenment and living in the moment, and it's really changed like my philosophy on life and how I look at things. A lot of things, staying positive and kind of taking things perspective where you kind of enjoy what you're at and what you're doing, and you don't let little things get to you. So that's been mine.
Yeah. Kevin, what about you?
Am I allowed to use the same one?
Yeah, you are.
All right. Yeah, I'll do that one. My dad made me read that, and I think it also read Silence Speaks. That was good as well. But I think it's one of those books you can almost read the first couple chapters, and you can get a lot out of it. And it was transformative for me too. Yeah,
that goes full circle with us.
I like that. Yeah, no, it touches back. I'll have to check it out. I've heard of both those books. I just haven't read them. But yeah, I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, give it a try, Calvin. It's pretty good.
Nice. Well, thank you guys. That was got a lot of background in there. All the random questions. There's some good answers. I like it.
Yeah, for sure.
I had a blast. Thanks for having us, and I hope I get to meet you sometime after the end of the pandemic.
We're not done yet. We got a few more questions here. That was just a random question portion. Couple more questions here. All right. Couple more questions here, guys. All right. So looking back, what is one thing that you might have done just a little bit differently when starting the business?
Yeah, Kevin, take that one. Start that one.
Yeah, I think this is probably a cop-out, and I bet everyone says the same thing, but just reach out for advice and help earlier. I'm speaking for myself. If I know how to do something, I'm sometimes uncomfortable asking someone to help do it, but it's really, even when you're talking through it with somebody, it sparks some new ideas. It gets people to help in different ways, and especially now, like, everyone wants to help. Everyone wants to be part of it. And you don't have to really worry about, failing or not being able to do it. Everyone's rooting for you. So that was something I think we could have done a little earlier. We're trying to embrace it a little more now.
Nice. I like that. What are you guys currently excited about coming up for the business? Anything new going on besides, going viral on TikTok, or just trying to maintain the flow right now?
Yeah, we really need to I think we got to strike while the iron's hot still. We're still getting followers every second. We've got up to like 18,000 on TikTok, but we're definitely gonna test the waters again with another video, and we're not going to sure how it's going to be, but that shot and ladder game is going to be launching in the next couple of days. So we're really focused on the launch of that and just being prepared this time for the onslaught of orders. So we're doing that, and then we finally got some good framework for the business. So we're starting to look at investing and reinvesting our money into better equipment, making things faster, and offering a few other like customization things that a lot of people always ask and reach out for. And that'll just open up the opportunity to work with businesses and get with other partnerships. So we've got the laser engraver sitting on my desk now. Got to set that bad boy up and launch that. So
I like that. Looking forward to it. And yeah, if you need help with any videos, I'm down to help you out. So that's awesome.
We do. We need some help out here because I can only lose in so many videos, Calvin. I'm losing on purpose, right?
Yes, of course. Yeah, you gotta make it look good. Hey, you gotta sell some products. So it's all good. All right, last question. I've enjoyed chatting with you guys, and definitely would like to do this again. But the last question is, as yard game entrepreneurs, what is your mantra or quote or inspiration that you're living by that's getting you up to sell some games every single day?
Yeah, we're kind of doing that right now, Calvin. I wake up and I'm slinging games left and right. So, but you can kind of hear from our conversations now. This is kind of how we do things. It's just not taking yourself too seriously. Have fun, enjoy what you're doing, enjoy who you are, and just embrace the opportunities you have, and just keep on chugging. So we definitely, our mission statement, probably like a lot of people do, is stay friends during this. If it's going to be something that we don't enjoy, then really, why are we here? We're learning a lot. If we need to walk away, we can, but let's just keep enjoying it and have a great time, which we've been doing for sure.
I love that. Yes, don't take it too seriously. I like that. Oh man, I mean, I feel like this conversation could keep going, but that's it for now. I love what you guys are doing. Like I said, I will share and help out on anything that I can. Keep up the momentum, and I wish you guys all the best. All right.
Yeah, thank you, Calvin. I appreciate it. Thanks for this opportunity. And then I know we wanted to give everybody and your listeners an opportunity to get a hold of some hooks and maybe jump in on the shot ladder game when it launches. So we're giving out the promo for the 10% off anything in the store. Just use Toss Talk as the promo code. Get you in there.
Thank you so much. I'll link that down to show notes.
You got it,
Calvin. It's been great. Really appreciate taking the time. This was a lot of fun.
Yes. Nice meeting you. Hope I get to meet you in person sometime. And Kyle, I think we got some peaches to go pick, so I'll be doing that soon.
Okay, put it on my calendar. It's a date.
Yeah, it's a date.
Awesome.
All right, guys. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Chat
You
to you
too,
later.
Kevin.
All right, peace.
Yeah.
That was Kyle and Kevin, creators of hooks of the company Craggy Games. Like you heard, they're coming out with another product. And everybody who's creating things right now, get on TikTok. It is exploding right now. One video and sales could start coming in. It literally is happening right now. So do that. Links are in the show notes. If you guys want to grab yourself some handmade hooks, use promo code TOSSTALK. All right. And I got some more fun stuff coming up for you guys. Also, last minute, thanks for everybody who has backed a tally Tumbler. Today, right now, is the last day, but store is going to be open if you missed a Kickstarter and you still want to get one pretty soon. you can pre-order. So that'll be in the show notes as well. Tally Tumbler. So that's all I got for you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.